Hey guys, welcome to Red Zone Fiends, first episode. My name is Frank Tino. You guys call me Tino for short. Used to it quicker. There's co-host Josh. He's gonna be our tech guy for the year. We're gonna be here all year, every Sunday, a couple hours. Probably next to the whole day, right?
Yeah, basically all the way into the morning red zone games. We're gonna have all that. That's when it's the best. From 10 to 1 o'clock, that's when the majority of the games are on red zone. We're gonna be live with that. So just hang out with us. Have a couple drinks of orange juice on the side, and we'll have a little bit of fun together.
All right, and we're gonna be going over. We have our draft next week for our league. We're Hit Squad 2.0. Our draft will be next week. This week, today, we're gonna be picking where we're gonna be picking our picks for our draft picks. We're gonna be doing that a week early. That way, we can strategize for a week. At the draft day itself, I'm gonna be trying to push a new rule about going into being able to trade your draft pick during that down week. What do you think about that?
I like it. It gives it more of a strategy. It's not kind of the same. Just kind of you get what you get. You kind of get more space to move around on a strategic way. So you get to strategize more and try to get those trades and more trades if you can get them.
So yeah, I actually had that on the last draft behind us. We did our draft for your league yesterday, and that got brought up about, hey, maybe we can trade these, but it's during the draft day itself. I think it's too soon to allow that rule, so maybe we can do a 1 year waiting period for it, and then we'll go ahead and get to it if it gets passed next week.
Yeah, it's just something to vote on, right, at the draft.
Yeah. But one of the main things was maybe only one trade per year per draft, and it has to be only during the draft. It cannot be like outside the draft or anything like that.
Yeah, a couple of surprises while we're drafting, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So I think that'll help out, be more fun. Again, our draft is going to be a 12-person league. We have 4 divisions, 3 teams per division. It's going to be the same as last year. So
same divisions, right?
Same divisions as last year. Right. So I believe my division was Clint and my Pops, actually. Pops, shout out to you, Pops. We'll see you again.
Yeah, I had a pretty tough division with Isaiah and Danny.
Yeah.
All 3 made the playoffs, so it was just
Lil Jody's up and coming football.
Yeah,
I think he's up and coming.
Well, I have him again on my other league. He's in my division again, so.
Yeah, then
learning.
Then you had Danny. Danny's always very, very good every year, each and every year. So yeah, your division was pretty tough. I remember that one from last year. Anyway, so we're gonna be talking about during the things. Obviously, we're both Raider fans. Well, Josh is a Raider fan as well, so we'll be a little biased. There we go. We'll be a little biased this year when we're talking about Raiders on our podcast. We'll have a pregame at 9. From 9 to 10, we'll give you guys feedback on what's been going on, what happened to the previous weeks, the league, how it's going.
And bets. Every single week, last year, me and you were betting every single week. So we put our heart to the side and we go if we're going to bet, we go for the money. So it doesn't matter what team we like or to me, it doesn't matter what team I like. If I'm going to win some money, I'm going to go and get that money.
I typically try to avoid betting on the teams that I go for, Dodger fan, and Raiders. I avoid those bets at all costs. But, hey, if they're hot, you got to ride the hot streak.
Yeah.
So, also we'll go over other teams. We'll talk about the Derek Carr situation later on after our segments. But, yeah, so this year should be fun. We're gonna do this every year or every month or every Sunday for the year. And playoffs as well. And the bets, I mean, I did pretty well last year. I don't know. I'm not talking thousands and thousands, but I'm just talking. I came out,
nothing,
a couple.
Yeah, nothing crazy. A couple hundred, $100 or $150 every 2 weeks, every week on a win. So that's kind of what we go for.
Yeah, so don't expect to become a millionaire or thousandaire with us. We're just,
unless you do trust us. So give us some time and we'll show you that we do know what we're doing on the bets. So.
All right, sweet. So, right now we're live. So for the draft picks, what we're gonna do is the people who comment first on our live feed, you guys will get your choice of the first. We'll pick your name first out of order from the comments. So everybody comment. I see Clint already. So Clint,
So he's gonna find out what his draft pick is first.
if you're okay with going first, Clint, let us know in the comments. I see you, Clint. You commented first, and first one for a long way. Oh wait, somebody else was Cribs. Who's Cribs?
Cribs. It's Cribs.
Cribs was actually first, I think. Anyway, so yeah, we'll do our picks like that. So we're gonna do the picks at 7:30. So we're just waiting for everybody to straggle in, and we'll get going.
So, one thing we wanted to go over, right? Since we have a little bit of time, your top 5. Who are your top 5 for the draft pick this year?
Okay, so for standard, my league is standard. I feel like you have to go at CMC because of the fact that running backs are so starved at their position now, especially what's been going on with the holdouts and the running backs. Not the franchise tag is getting less and less, and every other position is going up. So it's kind of like they're devaluing running backs right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I would think CMC would be prime number 1 because of what he can do, and he's got his spot is set, and he's a beast.
Yeah.
So I don't see him going.
Do not disagree with that one.
2 is very difficult. I think you can go. You have an argument for Jefferson. You have an argument for Henry. The reason I say Henry is because he's your every down back. He can be. Tennessee started passing, with using him more in the passing game last year, towards the end of last year, and he was doing good. I had him in fantasy. Did very good once they incorporated him and started the passing game. So Henry at number 2 is an argument, also with Jefferson. Okay, then
not bad.
From there, it's very difficult. Some can say I wouldn't, because of his position. Again, position is a thing for me. Travis Kelce, I would think.
So you go Jefferson second or Jefferson third, or it's a kind of a tie with.
I would have to say, if I had that spot, I'm going with Jefferson. Okay. Jefferson, the way to go.
Then Henry, you say with.
Then Henry 3. You can make it, like I said, you can make a case for Henry at 3. At 4, it's really hard. You can take Travis Kelce is not out of the question because of the fact that he's tight end 1, putting up top 3 wide receiver numbers.
Yeah.
And I feel like once you get that elite limited position, you get an elite player there who can get you 20, 30 points, and other people's tight ends, they're only getting them 5 or 6 points.
Yeah.
So that point difference is what catapults him up into my thing from me personally.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So what are you thinking?
I'm not gonna disagree with the McCaffrey. I think McCaffrey's the guy. Niners. It doesn't matter who their quarterback is. That's the main part. Is that him and somebody like Austin Eckler, they have specific plays for him. Or Tyreek Hill, when they go to that team and they sign with that team, they have those specific plays. It's in their playbook. We're giving the ball to McCaffrey. So he's definitely my number 1 guy. Then Justin Jefferson would be my second guy. I don't think he's going to have the same production year because you're not having Dalvin Cook. Yeah, you don't have Adam Thielen. He didn't do too well anyway, but you're not going to have him. So if I was the defense on any team, I'm doubling Jefferson.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to put him at second because, he's a monster.
Well, his target share is going to be 30-40% on the team. That right away. So he's going to eat targets. He's going to be targeted in the red zone. Very good route runner. I mean, he's solid at 2.
Yeah, so I would go Justin Jefferson. Then, we can't deny Austin Eckler anymore. I don't see how every single year he gets the end of the first round to the second round. I think last year everybody was getting second round, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so this man is he's a fantasy king right now. So
my only issue with him is the health. His health is amazing. If he can make it through the whole year, then he'll put up top 3 in points for the year. I give him that. But I think the health is what scares people off.
Okay. Yeah, so I would go Eckler, and then we got about a minute. Oh, we're about out that time. So I'd go Eckler. Then I'd probably go with Tyreek Hill. He's just ridiculous. Same thing. There's specific plays. He's gonna get the ball every single game, a certain amount of times. So he's gonna be
Good pick. Yeah,
getting
Tyreek
his-
Hill's
getting
definitely.
his points consistently. He's consistent. That's what he's gonna be.
All right. So, again, Tyreek Hill's always going to put up those 1,100 yards a season. At least he'll be flirting with double-digit touchdowns. If not flirting with it, he'll be over at least 13. He'll be around 13.
Yeah, and then my last one is he signed on a franchise tag. I think he's gonna have the same exact type of year. Saquon Barkley would be my 5th pick. So those are my top 5 for this year.
So Saquon was actually a steal for me last year in one of my fantasies. I believe I got him in the 3rd round, maybe the 4th, 3rd or 4th. He dropped pretty good because of coming off an injury and everything. But he was a beast. Put up big numbers for me. If it wasn't, he hit his margin, his target, he was above it every week. Constant.
Yeah.
He's the biggest surprise for me.
I
Sleeper.
actually got him in the 2nd round of my other draft, and that was a complete steal. I thought, So
Yeah.
he's gonna do great.
All right, everybody. So it's about that time, 7:30, 7:31. We're going to go ahead and start doing this. Since I only seen Clint and a couple of people's thing up there, what we'll end up doing is we'll go reversed from fantasy from last year. Reversed me. So what we'll do is, let me see, how could we do this? Okay, how was the league last year? Okay. I don't want to completely penalize. Oh no, it doesn't.
So we don't have the last year's standard.
You know what? We're just gonna go off of how it's showing me right here on my phone. We'll just go off of that. It's random pick, whatever. But we'll go from the bottom up. I didn't place these teams in any kind of order myself. That's just how Yahoo. So we'll start down here and then we'll go up. That's when that's the pick that you guys will get. But so the first one that will be on the board, Louis' optimal team. All right.
All right. Nice.
All right. I'm going to get the picks inside the cups. Don't mind me for a sec.
Nice. Yeah. So last year, Uncle Louis, he had a pretty good couple of sleep years. I know he had Cordell Patterson. He tore it up. I know Uncle Louis did want him pretty bad. For some reason, at the end of the season, they started Algier over him, and Cordell Patterson's production was a lot better than his. Who else did Uncle Louis get? I'm not exactly sure other than that.
So Uncle Louis, you're the proud winner of the food fest this year.
Oh yeah, what's going on with the food, huh? What are we eating?
Fez was with them.
Fez, my man. All right. What are we drinking, Fez?
I think they volunteered steak and filet mignon, if I'm not mistaken.
Throw a couple shrimp in there.
Yeah,
Lobsters?
I'm just getting the numbers together, guys. Sorry I lagged it. We had technical difficulties earlier, helping everybody straggle in. But I'll be with you in a couple seconds.
All right. So last year's division winners, we had Isaiah, right? Then we had you as well, right?
Yeah, I won my division.
Mike,
Mine and Clint
Mike
brothers.
won division, and who else was the last final division? Was it Nick?
Yeah, it was Nick.
Yeah,
I think.
Nick.
Yeah.
Nick and Michael actually split because the whole
Buffalo Bills and
Buffalo
DeMar Hamlin.
Cincinnati
DeMar Hamlin.
heart-stopping game.
Yeah.
Too soon, huh? But
Shout out to DeMar Hamlin. Good recovery. Guy he was over at the awards the other day.
all right. Almost done getting that pick. All right, we're about to get you in right now on your draft pick right now.
All right, so I forgot to circle number 6, I think. So if I didn't circle number 6, whoever gets number 6 or number 9 first, obviously you'll get number 6. All right, if it's not circled, 6 should be circled. But here we go. All right,
I'll hold that for you.
all right, here we go. So this is gonna be what draft pick you're getting. Uncle Louis, you're starting first. This is gonna be what draft pick you're getting for next week's draft. Here we go. Pick 3.
All right.
3,
Uncle
Uncle.
Louis, pick 3. Pretty damn good. Nice. He definitely has the points to make because there's like about 3 studs right out there.
All right, second. This is for Frank's first rate. Pops, this is for you.
You go, Dad.
If I get you number 12, don't give me a whipping, all right? It's nothing personal. Here we go. Pick 5, another good number.
5.
Pick 5.
Derek Carr's off the board. All right.
All right.
Ooh,
All right, here we go.
Who's up next?
Let's see who's going on now. We them boys. Danny, this one's yours.
All right.
Here we go. Go, we them boys. 6. You got number 6.
Oh, Danny
6.
got number 6.
That looks like a 6 to me. It's curved at the bottom, so we're 6.
Oh, hey, that's kind of the sweet spot for me. I love that.
Hey, our middle
right
number.
Right in the middle.
Average Joe's. Josh, you want to pick your own? You're Average Joe's, aren't you?
Average Joe's. All
Here
right.
we go.
Oh, thank you. Here we go.
All right. Here you go. What'd you get?
Oh, not what I wanted. Number 12.
Number 12.
Oh,
Wah,
man.
wah, wah. Damn.
Wow,
Hey,
wow.
it's got to be somebody.
Hey, it's a part of the draft.
Think of it this way. You'll be the first one that wins the league.
Yeah,
Picked at number
that's a tough
12.
one.
Red and gold, Fez. Fez, this is yours. I believe red and gold. Right? Yeah, I believe red and gold is Fez. Here we go, Fez.
Let's
Wow.
see.
Pick 10.
Pick
Number 10. Mirror
That's not
image.
too bad. It's not too bad.
Hey, could be worse, Fez. You could be 12.
Yeah, it could be me right now.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go. Niner gang. This one's Michael.
All right. He did pretty good. Tied for first place last year.
Here we go.
The defending champ.
11.
Oh man, he had pick 12 yesterday, and now he has pick 11. So yeah, he does kind of know what he's gonna get. You know, that's kind of an advantage for him for having our draft yesterday. So that's good.
All right. Urso Uno. Nick, this is yours.
All
Here
right,
we go.
Big Nick, here we go.
Nick, you had a solid draft yesterday. You can thank whoever your general manager for that
Yeah,
one.
right.
Oh my
I had to
God.
help him out. One. Is it one?
Jeez. Nick with number 2.
Oh,
Nick got number
nice,
2
nice,
overall.
nice. It's pretty damn good.
Damn. So we got number 1 is still out there.
Number one
Number 1 is still out there. Big stepper. Mike
had a crazy draft yesterday, dude. He did all pretty damn good. Man.
Hey, you got good value late rounds.
He
Very
taught
good.
me a couple things yesterday.
Here we
man.
go. All right. 9.
Nine, all right.
Mike got 9.
Okay.
Not bad. Still not a bad spot. He did very good at pick 10 yesterday.
Yeah, he did. He actually did. Me and him were stealing each other's picks a couple times during the draft.
Hey, it
Great
happens.
minds think alike. Mike.
Great
We
minds
said
think
that to
alike.
each other yesterday.
All right, here we go. Bang bang. Bang bang. Who the hell is bang bang? Is that Isaiah?
Isaiah?
All right, Isaiah.
Yeah. That is Isaiah.
Here we go.
Seven.
7. Isaiah
Right,
got
that's pretty
7.
good. Hey, if you want to trade, let me know, dude. Nice. That's pretty damn good.
All right, Alpha Q up, Clint.
Top 3. We still got number 1 open, right?
Number 1 still open, and then I think 4, 1 and 4. You can't be
Go,
mad at
Clint.
1 or
Here
4.
we go.
1, 4. I think 8 is there. Here we go. Completely random. Speaking of which, got 4. Clint at number 4.
All right. Perfect. It's a pretty damn good pick.
Not gonna lie, my turn. I'm last, but I'm either gonna get 1 or 8. I think.
I don't think you can go wrong with either one. I mean, with 1, you get the guy you want. With 8, you're in the middle, and that's to me that's a better strategy for me.
All right, Uncle Johnny, this is yours. You get 1 or 8.
Here we go.
I believe 8 is out there, right? Yeah, it's 50-50. Here we go. You know, I'm gonna let you choose this one,
Okay,
just
you want me
because.
to choose
Go
it?
ahead.
Okay,
Yeah, go ahead.
I might be his favorite anyway, so here we
Here
go.
we go.
Here we go. Right. Oh man, I see why you don't want him being disappointed.
Hey, it is.
Okay, all right.
Here we
I know
go.
what you want, but hopefully
And
you
then-
wanted number 1.
Number one, Uncle
got
Johnny
you,
with
Unc.
number
I
one.
got you.
Oh man. So that means I'm stuck with number 8. Number 8.
Oh, cool. All right.
Man,
Oh, Uncle got number 1. All right.
Uncle Johnny, you're number 1 in everybody's book today.
Pretty good. Who you gonna get, Unc? Comment down. Let me know.
Let us know in the live chat, Uncle. Let everybody know. It should be an automatic. We all think it should be an automatic, but you never know. So again, with this trade rule, what I'm thinking with the trade rule is that obviously we just pick. Now, say Uncle Louie does not want number 1. Say he wants to trade down. Okay. So what he'll
Uncle
do,
Jay.
Uncle Johnny.
Yeah.
If he does not want that pick, and in this dead week from here till next, because the draft is live also again next week. So he can be like, hey, let's take some phone calls, or why can't I make some phone calls, right?
Yeah.
During that week. Say, hey, call up somebody who's got number 4, who just pulled number 4. It was
was it Isaiah?
I think it might have been
Isaiah
or Mike.
or Mike?
Or Isaiah or Mike.
Isaiah,
Whichever one.
Mike or Michael.
Yeah, so say he calls up, hey Mike, I want your number 4. Do you want number 1? Okay, what's the catch? All right, I'll go ahead and give you number 4, or I'll go ahead and give you number 1. You give me number 4, and then on back around, I get your first pick for the second round, and you can get my second. You can get my second pick on this round, on the same round.
Yeah.
So they're swapping second rounders, or they can say, hey, I want your second rounder and the start of your first.
Okay.
Now the way we can keep track of it is those little white tabs, those little white ones, the blank ones.
Yeah.
We can use those, and then we can put in small marker, Isaiah, cross out, put Isaiah via trade from Mike, and stick it on that spot. And so when that spot comes up on the board, you'll see, hey, Isaiah's turn. He's on the clock. But all the trades must be announced before the draft.
Got you. Okay. Can't be right then and there. Right.
No, I know, and I know it's hard and everything, but it would be nice to do like one trade during the draft.
Yeah.
But because there are a lot of curveballs during the trade. I think yesterday we had a curveball at in the first round. So that curveball, everybody was like, hey, these guys are still available. Now it gets you thinking, like, hey, do I want to trade up?
Yeah, exactly. I see. And I can appreciate something like that. It makes it more realistic.
Yeah, it puts pressure on you during the draft, and the pressure is like, man, like, do I pull the trigger or not? So the problem with the one issue I'm going to have, though, is that it's going to slow down the draft because people are trying to make those trades.
Yeah.
So if we can have that timer set for 2 minutes and a trade wants to be made, it has to be made within that same 2 minutes. So instead of the original person having a trade at him confused and wait all the way down to the last 30 seconds, says, hey, I'm pulling a trigger, but somebody says, hey, let's make that trade. He pulls a trade.
Then the clock restarts. It has to be right then and there.
Yeah, it has to be within that initial 2 minutes.
So that's going to be a lot of behind the scenes kind of talk then.
Yeah.
Basically. So behind the scenes kind of talk, hey, if I'm at second round, would you mind trading my third round and my fourth round, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So I see. I kind of see how it's going to go.
So that those rules will be voted on next during the before the draft next week.
Okay.
And then it'll be, if it's passed, then it won't take effect till next week.
Next year or?
Next year.
Yeah,
the following year.
The
So
following
2020.
year. So even if we pass that draft trade vote,
All
it won't
right.
take an effect till next year.
Okay, let's see. Let's go to the comments. Everybody see Joe Montana washed. Henry's washed. Okay, all right. Now, Uncle Johnny, if you're still watching, you got first overall pick, number 1. So next year, you did see now. Now you just did see. Josh is your favorite? Oh,
That's right.
man.
I knew it, Unc.
Dang.
I think he knew it because he didn't want that pressure, and I can handle that pressure, Unc, and that's why I'm your favorite.
I should have just picked.
Hey, and he would have got number 8 maybe.
Yeah, you lucked out.
So you got it, Unc. You're welcome. Okay, don't forget once you get second place this year. Okay.
All right. So now that we're done with our picks, everybody, we'll see you guys next week. if you guys want to hang on, we're going to go ahead and talk about the Raiders preseason game today.
Just a couple preseason games we want to talk about. It was pretty damn good. What's up, brother? How you doing? Oh, you're good, man. You're good, brother.
Man, yeah, the Raiders played real well today. Final score was around 34-7, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I just stopped watching towards the end of the fourth. But it was pretty good for the Raiders, at least. Trey Lance, I don't think. No, man,
It just did not look good, man. So there's been a lot of talk in the combined practices between the Raiders and Niners, and the whole time all I kept hearing about was the Raiders defense tearing it up. So I'm glad that we and everybody else got to see that. Trey Lance did not do what he should have done today. I mean, he was under pressure, I give him that, but you look at Sam Darnold, who came in after Trey Lance.
Yeah, Darnold.
He did pretty damn good, man. It's just that sense of pressure that you got to have, and instead of running out of the pocket, getting sacked or kind of just throwing the ball out of bounds, Sam Darnold he definitely knew what to do with the ball.
He looked undecisive. Trey Lance. He looked like he was a real rookie.
Yeah,
Even though the second, I mean, I understand he got hurt last year, but I mean that time that he had during training camp and rookie mini camp, he should have been. I personally feel like if you're a top pick, giving away multiple first rounders, if you're the Niners and he performed like that, it's hard for me to say. He might. I just think Darnold looked sharp, like you said. Once he came in, he looked sharper. He looked like he knew. He looked more NFL ready than Trey Lance.
Yeah, he's definitely a veteran in the game.
So
and,
I don't think Brock Purdy's job is at risk at any time soon.
No, absolutely not. I think he's going to be their solid quarterback.
All right, guys. You know what? Just side note, real quick. I see on the comments people want us to go back over the picks, back over the draft picks. I wrote down some of them. I didn't write all of them down because I was falling behind. So, but number one, I can tell you, number one
is Uncle Johnny.
Uncle Johnny was number one. Nick got number two. Nick got number two. I have some of, like I said, I got some of them. Number three. Let me see if I have three written down. Number one's gone. Number 11. Oh, where's number three at? 6, 7. It's got to be this one then. Nope. What's going on? Okay, Uncle Louie got number 3.
That's correct. That's right.
Yeah, Uncle Louie got number 3. 4.
4.
Clint got 4. Clint got 4. 5. Number 5. Let's go over it real quick. Number 5. It is right. Big Frank, Pops. Shout out to you, Pops, again. Another one. Number 5.
Perfect number, Dad.
Good spot. Good spot to be in. Number 6. I didn't get number 6 down. I didn't write it down. Do you remember off the top of your head? Number 6?
Oh, man, I don't. So we're going to have to process of elimination.
Process of elimination. All right. Number 7.
Comment if you had number 6. If you're watching, you had number 6. Leave a comment. Cause
if you were here from the beginning, you've seen it. Number 7, Isaiah. Isaiah got
7.
Yeah, there you go. 8. I picked number 8.
Okay, Frank the Tank. All right.
Number 9, Mike.
Yeah, I remember Mike was number 9.
Number Mike. Okay, number 10. Blank again. If you got number 10, comment, and then I'll go ahead and repeat who got number 10.
So I know Michael got number 11, and I got number 12.
Okay, so yeah, Michael is number 11. Josh, you are number 12.
Okay, so number 10.
6 and 10. I don't remember. Who got 6 and 10. I don't know who. Oh, Fez. Fez was one of them. Fez, you got 10. Fez was number 10.
Fez was 10. So elimination.
Whoever's name I did not call, you got number 6. And Danny got 6.
Okay.
Might have been Danny. Yeah, it was Danny.
Okay, Danny got number 6. Fez got 10. So there we go.
Uncle Johnny, no, it wasn't.
Did you write that down on number 6 and 10 that we could?
Yeah, 6 and 10.
There we go. We'll get
in case we need to come back.
Okay, there we go. Awesome.
Okay, back to the Raiders. Now, one player that I did like from the Raiders was the quarterback, O'Connell.
Michael got 11, right? He texted me. I don't think he was able to get on this. Michael got 11. I got 12.
Michael got 11.
Yes,
you got
that's
12.
correct.
Okay. O'Connell, their quarterback.
Oh,
dude,
man.
he looked solid.
He did look solid, man. I was impressed, man. It was kind of weird seeing a quarterback with number 4. It reminded me of that guy. So
Yeah, that bad
He-
man.
He did pretty damn good, man. He did pretty good. And Niners are also, they're pretty known for having pretty damn good backups. So he did a great job to me.
Now, I know everybody's saying it's just preseason, but you got to understand, we're looking at how he looked NFL ready.
Yeah.
To me, he did not look like a rookie at all.
No.
He looked his decisions were quick, they're fast. He stepped up in the pocket, avoided pressure at times. He didn't scramble out the pocket. I didn't see too much, but that's not a concern because he had that awareness of knowing where to go with the ball and how to attack it, picking apart that Niner defense.
Yeah.
It didn't translate into very much points in the first half, but the yardage was there. I think Niners had one good long drive, and that's why the numbers were deceiving. In other words,
Yeah.
and he looked real good. And there's been a lot of talk at camp about him. I don't know what the full-on story with Jimmy G. I know he's practicing and all that stuff, but I just don't trust that ankle, man. I just don't trust that guy.
It's hard to say he's gonna do bad, but you can't say that he's gonna just outdo Carr and save this Raider team. To me, man. I mean, there is one thing that Jimmy G does know how to do, and he's a winner. He knows how to win the game. So it's something to get me excited, and I am excited about that, watching him play. He does have a pretty damn good offense.
Yeah. I mean, you still got Devontae Adams still there. Hopefully his leg scare was just a little scare.
So far it's just kind of.
You got Devontae Adams. I understand everybody. Zamir White, I wasn't impressed with him today.
I was thinking the same thing. I said, man, we got to get Jacobs, man.
Zamir, he looked average. He looked like your average back that is competing for. He didn't look any better than Abdullah. I mean, they call him Zeus, but he doesn't run with the power. He does. I mean, I seen him go down multiple times with a single guy. He couldn't shake that first guy. And if he did, he didn't drag him like Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs would drag him. Or I think he was in the top 3 or 4 for elusive breaking tackles last year in the league.
He was number 1 last year.
He might have been. I just don't want to speak on my, get it all. He's a top 2.
Sure
but
he was number 1 in broken tackles last year.
Yeah, and he led the league in scrimmage yards. They started incorporating him into the passing game more towards the end of the year, and dude, he killed it.
Yeah.
So, and you can't just looking at the team, you can tell one's an elite back and one is just an average back.
Mm-hmm. You can definitely tell.
They need to pay Jacobs. The reason why they got Derek Carr was supposedly was so they can re-sign players and make cap and all this and that. I know that was whispers. Okay, I understand. You got your way, but if you're making room for more players, you got to pay Josh Jacobs. He's your workhorse in that offense. He gets you 6-7 yards on first down or second down to where you have third and short, third and 3, third and 2, third and 4. When you have Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow, I've been hearing good things about Mayer, their tight end from the new tight end that just came in.
Yep.
Heard he's doing pretty well. So, I mean, he has weapons. Garoppolo has weapons to succeed. I'm just saying, I think that guy, O'Connell today, I wouldn't be surprised if they made a quarterback change mid-season if Jimmy G can't perform or he's feeling physically not 100%. I don't see them shying away from that.
There's the thing about it too with me, the way I see it, is Jimmy G is definitely the guy that they want as a quarterback. I mean, he's played with him in New England. It's the style of quarterback that they want. So it's going to be hard to get Jimmy G off the field. I don't think necessarily they wanted Derek Carr gone. They wanted, it was kind of like a scapegoat with that,
Yeah.
They had a horrible season of coaching. I mean, everybody's seen it. So they kind of put the blame on him, and they put Carr in, Jimmy G in here now. So now they got the guy they want. They truly have the guy they want. So I think it's going to be a little bit harder to kind of sideline him unless he does get hurt. But the great thing about what we've seen today is we think that this new rookie quarterback can come in here and do
Turns-
the job just as good.
Hey, he's turning some heads in camp from what
Yeah.
I'm hearing and from what I'm seeing. He's turning heads in camp. If he takes over, I'll be more than happy to have him because one, he's younger. He's on that rookie contract, and two, he just looked. He looked good. He looked really good. His throws
he
are
did.
very accurate. He led the receivers when he needed to. He sat them down when their defense was in zone, so they don't get trucked coming across the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So he looked NFL ready. I like him a lot. Let's see the defense. The defense looked good.
They did look great. They did look great for today.
I couldn't tell if it was more of a Trey Lance thing or if it was because he didn't have that time. The defensive line looked disruptive.
Yeah, you can't deny that the defensive line today did play pretty awesome. Trey Lance did not have that much time. Now, what I was talking about Trey Lance's decisions, it's like, get rid of that ball, man. So our defense did not give him any time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they did pretty damn good. So, if something happens to a starting defensive guy, it's something great to see today.
Now, number 69. I'm not familiar with his name or anything if he's a rookie. Number 69 lived in the backfield today.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
all over Trey
Yeah.
Lance. My
Oh,
God,
yeah.
I was like, dude,
Yes, man.
he's-
He was killing it.
he's not fighting for the team. He's fighting for a starting spot right there.
Yeah,
that guy
yeah,
was that was bad man coming off.
Cannot deny that man today.
And he's a defensive tackle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you pair him if he can keep his play up in the regular season to where he can penetrate up the middle. You got Mad Max coming around the corner all day.
Oh man, and that's what the Vegas Raiders have been just so much of a need is defensive tackles. We had edge rushers, the past couple of years, in and out. Crosby's been there, he's been killing it, but we got to get guys up front. We got to get guys in the middle right there at the defensive tackle position, and hopefully, that guy can kind of fill his spot, man. Or the defensive starting tackles on the Raiders team right now, we're just kind of like, hey, man, we got to go because this kid is hungry. So
Yeah. I would think it's a free for all. The big name, we didn't sign any really big namers, a couple of band-aids or whatever. But when you have that penetration in the middle and those quarterbacks can't step up,
yeah.
you got Crosby and Chandler had a good final 5-6 games.
Yeah, he started warming up a little bit. He started doing pretty good.
I think he had against Arizona. He had three sacks, but after that, it wasn't really too much to talk about during maybe week from 3 to 10. He was quiet.
Oh man, it took him a minute. And while we do have a rookie coming in to help out with that, you just got to hope that rookie comes in. To me, I wouldn't be surprised if that guy's starting in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. The way he played today.
So, hopefully Chandler Jones sees what he needs to do because he started getting hot at the end, I admit it. And that New England Patriots, oh man, loved it. That New England Patriots game last year.
Yeah.
Oh man, so that's the Chandler Jones we need next year.
How do you feel about Marcus Peters, the cornerback who signed him from free agency? Played for Baltimore a couple years ago. Played for the Rams. He's still under 30. I think he's under 30.
We just got to see what he got still. I think every year he does pretty good.
Yeah.
For me, from what I've seen, I think he does pretty good. I don't think he's a weak cornerback. We just got to kind of see what he got. So, I mean, I don't want it to sound harsh to the Raiders because they're my team, of course, but it can't get any worse, man.
Yeah.
It just can't get any worse at that cornerback position. So any help we can get, especially with the veteran Marcus Peters, and the better.
Yeah. True. Very true. So from a very early season prediction coming from, where can you see the Raiders' overall record by the end of the year?
Well, so I'm excited about the Raiders season. We all want to go back to the big dance, right? We all want to go to the Super Bowl. Being realistically, I think on our upside, we can probably take. Being generous, I think we can get around 11 wins on the upside. Now,
Okay.
if some of us have doubts in our quarterback and in our coaches, which hey, I don't blame you guys. I'm with you kind of on that part. Why do we do this for that? Why do we kind of downgrade this last year? I'm gonna say about 8-win season.
8-win season. All right. Yeah.
I think the Raiders are gonna surprise people. I truly do. I think Jimmy G, if he can stay healthy, he does got some football in him, man. He does know how to win games. He knows the offensive system. I think he's gonna surprise people.
Okay, and I'm guessing on that high upside 11, you expect Josh Jacobs to return to hit that mark.
Absolutely. So I think what's gonna happen is that I think with the whole Josh Jacobs situation, and this is what I'm hoping for, is that at the bare minimum, they're both playing hardball right now. At the bare minimum, we're going to get that Saquon Barkley kind of 1-year deal. So Saquon signed a $10 million deal, but he does have some incentives. So I think we're going to get something around 12 to 13 million with Josh Jacobs, and probably some incentives. And that's what I'm hoping for. If he's a stud again, then for sure next year he's getting paid. I truly believe that, and I think it's going to come down to he's going to want to play football, and he's going to join with the Raiders.
Well, also, I don't know if you hold out during that year, does that count towards your contract, or do you have to actually report to camp for it to be a year still? So if he sits out this year, does that count as that's his final year still?
That's it. So that's his final year. He's sitting out. He cannot play because he is under that franchise tag. So either they get a contract done and they replace the franchise tag to make both sides happy, or he sits out. He's under the franchise tag and he doesn't play for a year, and he signs with the whole.
And I do believe they can tag him
team.
multiple times.
Yeah, so
I think it's 2 or 3 times maybe.
Yeah. So every time they do tag him, the price of that franchise tag goes higher and higher. So it's more expensive.
So one might say it might be better for them just to get a deal done now.
Absolutely.
That way, when this,
I don't think you don't win in this situation without Josh Jacobs.
Without those 11 wins, and Josh McDaniels, I would think, is in the hot seat if he doesn't win at least 500 this year.
Yeah. Of course.
I know he has a big contract and everything, but man, it's he cleaned house just about. I feel like he used Derek Carr to get Devontae Adams to Vegas, and said, you know what, if we have a bad year, we'll deal with it later. But right now, we'll try and win games. And our year started off okay, but it was just bad year. So I feel like yes, he was a scapegoat.
Yeah. This to me, if they do not sign Josh Jacobs and we don't go about 9-10 wins this year, I think Devontae Adams is going to ask for a trade. That's what I truly believe this year. I think this might be the last year for Devontae Adams. Hopefully not. I mean, he does say he wants to retire a Raider, but how can...
That's what he's supposed to say,
of course,
I think.
You know the man is frustrated. He wants Josh Jacobs there. He wanted Derek Carr there. He's gone. You don't win games. You don't get that star receiver.
Yeah, so this market for running back right now, it's down, but it's like any other market. For 3 or 4 years it might be down. I feel like that's when you should get your backs at a good premium price.
Yeah.
But then when it goes back up again, you're talking some backs are going to want $18 million a game.
Yeah.
If that position becomes more valuable in 4 years. Say the game has changed. Right now it's a pass heavy league.
Yeah.
So these backs are not needed as much. But now, we know nothing stays the same. So the NFL is going to evolve again. What happens if those backs get a new role in 4 or 5 years, in 3-4 years or whatever, and you still have your running back on 12-13 million a year, which is actually good for this market right now. So I think you would save.
It truly is. Yeah.
So depending on how long you make it or what back it is there's a bunch of factors and everything, but. Back to what you said, the Raiders, they need to have Jacobs signed to win those 11 games.
To me, it has to be a must. It just has to be a must.
So for me personally, I think we're gonna struggle quite a bit. I think our defense. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give a high upside, low upside like you. For a high upside, I see us doing 10 wins, getting 10 wins. Okay. If Josh Jacobs signs, okay. Mm-hmm. If he does not sign, I see us as low as a 5-win team. That's just because of the fact that Jimmy G, I know he's in McDaniels' offense for years already. You know, he knows the process. But he's not known to be somebody that's putting up 35 points a game.
Yeah.
He's not known for that. He's known for
his defense kind of carries that.
Yeah, he's a game manager.
Basically,
manager. So he's a game manager.
He's always had a really strong defense.
Now, the difference between him and Derek Carr, though, is because he can manage that game. Derek Carr, he's either going to have an average game, or he'll blow it out the water. Throw 4 touchdowns, 300 yards, especially when he gets into his groove. Now, Jimmy G, he's always going to have you that. But Derek Carr will have a bad game. We've seen against New Orleans last year where he got shut out. Yeah. That could have been a coaching issue, but Derek Carr played. There is no excuse for Derek Carr. You cannot get shut out 24-0.
I would give Derek Carr an excuse the whole year, because there's one thing that he does really great, and that's audibles. He sees the defense, he switches the plays at the line, and he did it pretty good for his whole career. And then last year, Josh McDaniels came in, and this is how the play is going to go. Yeah. This is the guy you're going to see. This is who you're going to throw it to. So he didn't have any freedom in that offense, so you can't. A guy's been playing for 7-8 years in this league, and now they changed the way he wants to play.
So that offense kind of tamed the lion, kind of put the lion in the cage then.
Yeah, basically they didn't let the man play the way he plays. Yeah. I mean, you operate a machine. If there's a certain way they want you to operate, now you're like, well, I know this, I need to make these adjustments, but now you're not allowed to do it.
Got to do what you got to do. Yeah, I understand that. Now, if we do move on from McDaniels, I feel like we need a coach that has a lot of passion, that wants to win a game. What do you think about Jack Del Rio? Them reaching back out to Jack Del Rio. I know he wasn't an offensive-minded coach, but he was a defensive-minded coach. And remind you, he did that year. We went to playoffs that year with Amari Cooper and Crabtree, and he led the way.
I actually liked him as a coach. He took a lot of risks. He let Derek Carr throw it. That offense was unbelievable, man. That was a very fun year for the Raiders. So I definitely wouldn't mind if Jack Del Rio comes back. You just never know. You never know. Mark Davis has been trying to get these big name coaches in here, so you just never know if he would want Jack Del Rio or some. But I would absolutely love Jack Del Rio to come back. I mean, you can see high scoring offenses. That's what he had for the Raiders at the time. Yeah.
At that time, it seemed like he knew how to build his offense, but let the offensive coordinator and Derek Carr go ahead and choose that offensive playbook and go ahead and run the way they wanted to run. They put up MVP numbers, so it's not like Derek Carr's a scrub.
Yeah.
But Jimmy G, what's good about him is he's gonna give you your average. You know what I mean? He's not gonna do any more, any less. He's gonna give you exactly what you pay for with him, which is not a huge contract, but an average contract, I think.
Yeah. You just gotta know that this year he cannot play ahead. He has to come from behind now. The way our defense has been playing, the Raiders' defense has been playing, that Jimmy G is gonna have to air that ball out. So that's one thing that you don't know how it's gonna go. The man can play. He can be a quarterback. He can control the game, but can he take over the game? So that's one exciting. It's frustrating, but it's exciting to me as a Raider fan. Like, how is this guy gonna do with this offense? We're going to need him to make some big plays this year.
Yeah, again, I'll go back to O'Connell. If Jimmy G for any reason can't go or doesn't, all it can hit his medical's not 100%, whatever, I have faith in O'Connell as well. I think he'll even with or without him, without Jimmy G, I think our high upside will be 10 games. Again, the only reason I say 10 games is we're in the AFC West with reigning champs Kansas City. Got to play them twice a year. Play Chargers, who on paper one of the best teams in the NFL on paper, and then you have of course
Denver Donkeys.
The Denver Donkeys. Sean Payton came back.
Yeah.
He's gonna be coaching them. He coaches the way he coaches. It's he coaches a tight ship over there.
Yeah. I think that's what the Denver not so much offense. I think that's what Russell Wilson needed. Because this man would just separate himself from the team. He had little special requirements just to join the team. So now that Sean Payne's going to kind of put him in his place a little bit, I think it's going to be tougher when we play them. I mean, I love going undefeated with them every year. So we're going to see what's going to happen with them. I don't think they can get any worse, honestly.
Yeah, true. So now we'll head up and look at Derek Carr. Look good today.
Yeah, he did look good today, man. He looked really good. He
What was he, 6 for 8?
no, he was about that's right.
6 for 8, 70 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah. So man, he looked great, didn't he?
Him and Alvin Kamara look on page.
Man, yeah. See, with our drafts, Alvin Kamara kind of slipped, but after those couple games suspension, he's gonna be a monster this year, man.
So back to the slipping. I believe I got Alvin Kamara in the 4th round, mid-4th round pick.
Yeah.
Again, Derek Carr you can say he's a safe quarterback at times, so he'll be checking down a lot to Alvin Kamara, and Kamara is the top. Well, Eckler will give him a run for his money. I think they're 1 and 2 as far as route running for running backs. Mm-hmm. So when they both come out the backfield, I think there's a lot of volume, especially in PPR. Standard, I wouldn't be surprised he goes in the 2nd round, but PPR, he belongs in the top 10 if he's playing the full season.
Yeah.
But he's got that 3-game suspension. So for me personally, I was like, you know what? I think at the 4th round, you're getting good value. If you can win, since we're playing division this year, 3 teams per division, I just felt if I win 1 out of the first 3 games, then I'll be okay. I'll be able to survive without him.
Yeah.
Then once he comes back, I have my my elite number 1 quarterback or running back at the 4th round. So I figure I'll go ahead and do that.
So he's
found great value.
To me, he's going to be a good pick for everybody's draft. If you have a strong receiving core at the top. So if you go receiver, Alvin Kamara is going to slip this year.
Let me see. I ended up getting. So I did not go receiver. I picked Tyreek Hill in my 1st rounder. So then I found Mike Evans also in the 5th round.
Yeah, he's
right behind him.
To me, the thing about Mike Evans is unpredictable. You just don't know how Baker's going to be, and I feel like if they don't win any games, then they're going to use Baker as a scapegoat as well, and they're going to put in a backup, and you don't know how the backup's going to be.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a tough pick to get him super high, but he has gone 1,000 yards for what
7 or 8 years straight. So
straight.
You never know when Father Time's going to hit him up.
He's going to make some stuff happen.
Yeah,
for sure.
I thought he'd be a good number 2 receiver. So,
yeah.
But Kamara, he should go. Me personally, if he plays the full season, top 10 pick, especially in PPR. So Derek Carr has somebody a good outlet back to throw to. Chris Olave. Olave's another young, very good receiver.
Yeah, I think he's going to do pretty good this year with Derek Carr.
Then you got Michael Thomas, who's, to me, it's kind of like they're the Raiders from back then when they had Derek Carr, Crabtree, and Amari Cooper. Because you look at Derek Carr, then you got Michael Thomas,
Olave.
And Olave, I'm not saying he is Amari Cooper, but he's very good, quick, elusive, very quick route runner. He can get separation.
He had 1,000 yards. It was his, rookie season last year?
Yeah, and that's with up and down shaky play from Andy Dalton and
Hill, Tyson Hill.
So now
different quarterbacks going on.
Now that he has somebody that can get into rhythm, that can make those throws. Chris Olave is going to be a good receiver this year, a good one. I wouldn't be surprised if he's over 1,200 yards this year. All right. Then Michael Thomas is like Michael Crabtree, good solid like if you need a slant route for sure hands. He won't get a ton of separation, but if you throw his way and he touches the ball, he's strong, big hands, and he'll come down with the ball.
Yeah. You just gotta hope Michael Thomas stays healthy, and I know it's so like. Yeah, you just say he's injured all the time, but he is, man. He truly is injured all the time. I can't remember a year he's played a full year.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time. So definitely a risk going on the team,
Yeah. Then they have Jawan Johnson, that tight end, who's I'd say he's a top 15, maybe 20.
Yeah.
But the main thing that's going to carry him is Derek Carr has the defense now.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, that Saints defense, they shut out Raiders last year 24-0, which is embarrassing. But um I've been hearing their defense is legit. Derek Carr at practice, he's having his good days just like everybody else, but it hasn't been a cakewalk. That defense is making it hard for him.
Oh,
He
yeah.
says every day, they're right there. They know they can sniff out the routes. They can. Their defense is just on another level. Elite. They're elite defense, top 5, I would think. So, for me personally, I have Saints winning their division this year.
Oh, easy. I absolutely think I got them winning, and maybe Buccaneers upside with Baker Mayfield. We get the Baker Mayfield that, he has a good year. I think they come in second. So I don't think
Because who do you got? You got
Carolina Panthers.
Carolina Panthers, and they're led by who? Who's their quarterback this year?
Trey Young.
Trey Young. Oh yeah.
Trey. No. What am I thinking of? Trey Lance.
Oh. C.J. Stroud? No, Stroud went
Stroud's
to
on the
Texans.
Yeah.
Bryce Young.
Bryce
Bryce Young.
Young, yeah.
Alabama quarterback. I don't know why my mind went blank.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bryce Young quarterback. Has he played yet? Did they play Carolina?
I'm not sure.
You know, I think they did. I don't know how he did that. I think they played already. But
He is in a tough division for his rookie year.
yeah, you got
Defense wise.
So you have Carolina, you have Tampa Bay there, you have New Orleans there. And who's that fourth number? Who's that number 14?
Carolina, Tampa Bay, New Orleans, and you have the Atlanta Falcons.
Atlanta Falcons. Falcons are in there?
Yeah.
Or Falcons with the Eagles? No, Falcons
No,
are in there.
Falcons
Okay,
are in
Falcons
there.
are in there.
You have Riddler as their quarterback.
Oh yeah, Ritter.
Ritter, there you go.
Ritter, yeah, Ritter, and then
So there's nothing special I've seen from last year. So nothing's gonna make you say, oh, you know what? They have a good quarterback. You just don't know about him still. So he took over for Mariota,
yeah.
but I didn't see anything.
I think they're probably getting him in as a rookie, getting your experience. That way, you can adjust, make your adjustments, and grow as a quarterback for the later years.
Yeah.
So your prediction for New Orleans Saints season?
I'm gonna go with the upside of if we get Derek Carr back to his glory days. I think they can have an upside of 12 wins.
12 wins.
Now, if we don't get that same Derek Carr, I'm gonna say about 9 wins.
Okay. Oh,
So
still over 500.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna go over 500. I don't think they're not gonna go under 500.
Are they winning their division?
Oh, absolutely. They're definitely gonna win their division.
I see them going on the high end, 13 wins. I'm gonna go with 13.
Okay.
I see them sweeping Carolina. I see them sweeping for Carolina. I see them sweeping Atlanta.
Yeah.
I see them. It's not out the question for them to sweep their whole division. To tell you the truth.
Yeah.
But every NFL has a different thing, and has their games or whatever. But it's unless I don't know their complete schedule, but unless they play, teams that were in the AFC Championship more than 5 times or something like that, I don't see them losing any more than 4 to 6 games.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's why I have them so high.
Yeah, see, I definitely see where you're coming from.
So who are your favorites for the NFL this year?
Oh, man.
For the Super Bowl, just to make it to the Super Bowl. Who's making the Super Bowl? Early predictions.
It's so hard to undeny Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to say they're going to lose in the AFC Championship to the Bengals. Bengals are going to go to the Super Bowl. I think they definitely could have had them. I'm going to go with Bengals on the AFC, and from the NFC, I am going to go. I don't think the Eagles are going to have the same year. I don't know why. I think they're going to be good. I think Dallas is going to win their division. And I'm a Raider fan, so, I'm just being honest. I think Dallas is going to win the division, even though, hate to say it. But I think Niners are going to beat the Cowboys in the NFC Championship.
Okay, all right.
What about you? What do you got?
So, again, it's hard to go against Patrick Mahomes, but it's hard to win back-to-back. I think teams start to figure him out a little bit more and more. Even though he led the NFL in yards and in touchdowns last year,
Yeah.
he didn't put up his. He didn't go over 50 this year. He didn't go 50 touchdowns this year. He stood under 5,500 passing. You know what I mean? Like he didn't. It's feel like the NFL is catching up a little bit more to him. You know, so
Yeah, for sure.
so it's really hard to say, but I don't think they'll be back in the Super Bowl for the AFC. It's hard to deny Joe Burrow. It
Well,
really
okay,
is.
all
It
right,
really is.
we agree on it. All
So
right.
what they need though is they need a healthy Joe Burrow. Right now he's hurt. He might not start week 1, but I feel like they're a team as long as they make the playoffs, they have a Super Bowl. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter if
Exactly.
they're wild
I'm with you on
card.
that, 'cause he
Doesn't
cooks,
matter if they
man.
get a bye week. And he owns Patrick Mahomes. He owns him.
Yeah. So he does have an over 500 record against Patrick Mahomes, and Burrow is a chef when it comes to the playoffs. Man, that boy cooks. So
Yeah.
I
yeah.
like it. I like
So
it.
I see Joe Burrow going if he's healthy, and then on the other end, I like Philly too. Their offensive line is elite. I don't know if they'll get the same play from Jalen Hurts. I think they will. I like them, but I think they fall short. So, well, first I think for the NFC Championship, I think New Orleans goes and they lose to.
Ooh.
I think New Orleans goes and lose to the San Francisco 49ers. And I see again Joe
So-
Burrow against San
So
Francisco.
we do. We got that same mindset on the Super Bowl. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't blame it. I don't blame it. And I like the faith you have in Derek Carr. You know, I mean, I like Derek Carr, and I hope you're right. Wish him the best. So.
That defense is elite. He got a good. If he's not an A+ quarterback, which I don't think he is, because you got your elites. You have the Mahomes, you have Allen, you have Burrow, you have those elite players. You know, Aaron Rodgers is on the edge of that too, even though he cooks every year. But Derek Carr is a very, very strong B+++. He's, I think, in that second tier of quarterbacks
Yeah.
that are not elite. The really good quarterbacks, Derek Carr is at the front of that.
Yep.
And with that play, they have playmakers on defense. They have playmakers, a young playmaker in Chris Olave, and Michael again, Kamara, when he comes back, I think he's going to tear it up. That guy's probably going to get a good contract after this year, if his contract needs that.
Yeah.
Need some
for
work.
Sure. For sure.
But again,
Yeah. So.
we'll
Hey,
be,
this was a good time first live stream. I had a lot of fun talking about football again. Preseason is awesome, so we might do a couple live streams, everybody. So basically what our channel is going to be about, right? We're going to be live 10 to 1, then we might go to 1 to 4 as well. We're going to be watching Red Zone. We're going to go for fantasy players. If you guys follow us on our bets, we won't disappoint you guys. You can watch us live. We can have our bets together. We'll have the Red Zone in the background, you know. So, yeah, this year's gonna be so much fun, dude. So, I think we're gonna start week 1. So we'll
Yes.
start week 1, and our YouTube channel, our TikTok channel, same thing. Red Zone Fiends. We're gonna have some YouTube shorts, some shorts on TikTok. We're gonna help you guys out with your draft picks. You know, still have some doubt a little bit. You know, we've been playing for a while. We're gonna have a couple videos of our bets that we make every week. So if you guys want to follow us, you know, first you want to try us out. You know, we'll let you know what our bets are. You know, I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna win quite a bit, like I did last year. So, you know, you just
and
might
of course,
like it.
we'll be floating. We'll be telling with you guys. So we're not just going to give you guys picks that we're not putting.
Oh
for.
yeah, absolutely. No, these are our bets too, as well.
Whether
Week in,
it's-
week out.
Whether it's just a couple bucks every here and there, 100, 20, 40, whatever it is, you know. But we'll be there doing it with you guys. We're just not gonna leave you out in the open saying, hey. But we both did pretty well last year, so I'm confident in the picks. I'll probably give you my top 2. I'm not gonna. I'll do like a crazy parlay, like your a 5-leg parlay that you can throw like
5. No, but Josh's parlay, I do pretty damn good at that. So if you like Josh's parlay, tune in for that one. We'll make a little bit of money together. So
Yeah,
Ready
so
to go, brother?
nah, man. Thank you everybody for coming live, and we'll send out videos. We'll do the again. We'll be here 9 a.m. for pregame, maybe 9:30, just depends.
That's when we'll let you guys know what our bets are, and why. We're not just gonna say, hey, do this. So
We'll give a
explain
run.
to you why.
We'll give a rundown of what happened to the previous week. We're not gonna be able to cover every game. There's only 2 of us, but we'll cover the games that we do watch. We do watch other games besides Raider games. I like watching good games. Like if Niners and
Get an
Packers
Cowboy
play.
game or something.
Yeah,
or you
Niner
get the,
Cowboy game, yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah,
We'll
but-
find some good games out there for you guys. So.
All right, and thanks guys again, and we'll see you. We're gonna go live next week for the draft, if possible. We'll probably just leave it like this or something. We'll work something out, but we'll try to go live for the draft. There probably won't be commentary like this though, but you guys can just watch how the draft
You'll
goes
get
or
to see
something.
how we roll, okay? Just
Yeah.
follow us. Last year we had a pretty damn good season, so stick with us and we'll catch you guys soon. I just want to give a little shout out to my son Elias for hooking up this whole podcast setup.
Elias, you the one.
I'm kind of still old school with the PC, so